two of these $1,500 hounds.
Where's your donkey?
My donkey.
You ain't got no donkey?
I tied him up outside.
Okay, well, we go see him, okay?
I'm gonna leave you, 'cause you don't treat me right.
I sell the cars and she does the book work.
Now, however, science has given us a wonderful new discovery.
Hi, folks. This is Tommy Thomas, your Chevrolet dealer in Panama City.
See that? Put it on a cracker. That's the cracker it's on. You can't hardly see the cracker.
It's time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones.
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Glad to have you with us on Down Home in the Tri-States. I'm Ron Jones, and we're on every Saturday at 5:30 a.m. That's 6:30 Eastern time, like in Port St. Joe and Appalachia over in that area, over there, East Point, and got a lot of viewers over in that area, but it's 6:30 over there. So we're glad to have you with us, and we appreciate your good being with our sponsors, and that's what keeps this show on the air. I want to remind you the frozen food sale, it's coming up. This may be one of the last ones until next summer. I'm not sure. I have to check with Paul, but just in case you want to get in on it, okay? You can order. The pickup day is going to be November the 14th. So you can order now through the 12th. That'll be on a Thursday. So you need to get your order in. They got over 35 items. Got fresh Georgia pecans, 1 pound for $10. You can't beat that, folks. Halves and pieces, 2.5 pounds for $25, and 5 pounds $49, and 10 pounds is $97. They got all your cream corn and white-acre peas and just zipper peas, butter beans, but whole potatoes, small, rhubarb, got all kind of stuff. Y'all need to get in on that, okay? Main Street Market on corner Highway 77 and 90 in Chipley, Florida. Want to remind you about Mason Auction, November the 21st. Big Mason Auction, Highway 231 North in Campbellton, Florida. Y'all don't want to miss that. And that's the same day as the tractor thing in Mariana. So y'all just have to kind of figure things out. You might want to come and go, or whatever. If you get your business done at the tractor place, you want to come on down to the auction, or vice versa, you can do that. But want to try to get both of them if you can. Want to say happy birthday to Tabitha's husband. That's Tabitha. That's Tabitha. You know what I'm talking about, Tabitha. Tabitha, Dow is 50 years old. I thought you was older than that, Dow. Doggone. Anyway, you sure got a pretty young wife. I tell you what, it's I don't know how that happened, but she anyway. Happy birthday, Dow. Glad to have you as a sponsor on this program. You and Tabitha, and we certainly do appreciate it. And y'all remember, folks, you got plenty of firewood for that coal that's coming, okay? It's on Highway 90, just west of Highway 77. Just look for them big piles of wood on the right there. That's easy care, okay? And y'all need some trees taken down. They'll put them down. Well, he'll put them on the ground for you. So y'all give him a call. The commercial will be on a little bit later on. That Mason Auction, by the way, starts at 8 a.m. And you can go to the web at masonauction.com if you want any more information on it. Masonauction.com. Okay, or you can give them a call to the number on the screen there, and they got any information you might want and need. Okay, let's see. I want to say hello to Phyllis. I guess it's DYVIG, Divig, she lives in Chipley, Florida. It says, Mr. Jones, will you please enter me in your drawing in your contest? Thank you very much, Phyllis Divig. I'm gonna say Divig. If I ain't right, I'm sorry. Anyway, she lives in Chipley, Florida, and the P.S. will watch your show every weekend, and keep up the good work. I love to watch your show. Well, I certainly appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching. I love for you to watch it just as much as you, or more than you probably like to watch it. Anyway, here's one from your husband, Ken. Let's see what he's got to say. Ken says, if I can get it open, it's a little wet, sticky here. Said, Mr. Jones, will you please enter me in your drawings? Thank you so much, Ken Divig. He lives in Chipley also, and gives me his cell phone number and all that. Said, my wife and I love watching your show with my 94-year-old mom. Well, good morning to you, Miss 94-year-old mom, whatever your name is. They didn't give me your name, but I certainly hope you have many, many more. Okay, and I hope you're watching this morning, and we certainly do appreciate it. So All right, let's see. We've got that. This 42nd Annual Farm City Festival, as I told you, that's going to be November the 20th and 21st. Well, let me back up here. Let's see. Yeah, 21st is on Saturday, but Friday the 20th is going to be going on also, so you can make that with no problem as far as the auction is concerned. But anyway, it's Friday, November the 20th and 21st. We'll be telling you a little bit more about that in detail next Saturday, and then the day of the event. We'll tell you a lot more about that. So anyway, the craft fair is going to be Saturday, November the 14th. That's next Saturday from 9 till 2 p.m. It's you can browse handmade, one-of-a-kind crafts such as crochet, knitting, quilts, jewelry, Christmas ornaments, dolls, and more. Also on Saturday, November the 21st, that's a big antique tool show and sale. Got a lot of people that are interested in that. So the kids would probably like to see that too. See some of these old tools and things, antique tools. That's going to be Saturday, the 21st of November, 7:30 to noon. Okay. Also, the sugar cane syrup making day is going to be Saturday, November 28th. And that's going to be at 8 a.m. You don't want to miss that. Pancake breakfast, Saturday, December the 5th, 7 a.m. And the Christmas celebrations are going to be Saturday, December the 5th, and after the City of Bluntstown's annual Christmas parade. So y'all get on over and help support that. Let's see, I believe we got all that. Got to do that. Okay, we're going to be, y'all watch this, we're going to have our drawing for the Angels lunch buffet for two, Sunday lunch buffet for two, and we'll be doing that in just a minute.
Listen up, working moms and dads. Families that have enrolled their children in the Children Learning Academy are proud to have been able to provide their little ones with a unique opportunity in the way they learn.
What color is yours?
Yellow.
Bernita Patrick and her daughter Dion have the education and knowledge to move your children to the next level before they enter regular school. The interactive preschool program allows the children to learn together. The Academy adheres to all DCF guidelines. It's not a daycare or babysitting service. The children begin learning from a few months old up to their teens in the after-school program service. If you want more for your children than just a place to drop off and pick up while you work, call for a free tour and consultation. The Children Learning Academy, 850-257-5514. Tell them Ron recommended them.
All right, here we go. This is for our Sunday lunch buffet at Angels Buffet and Catering in Chipley, Florida. We're going to see who's going to get that thing. Let's shuffle them up some here and turn around and move them around. And let's see who's going to get it. Here we go. We're going to go to Teresa Downs, Chipley, Florida. Teresa Downs, you've got lunch buffet, Sunday lunch buffet for two at Angels in Chipley, Florida. Y'all get on up there, and that was drawn from our Easy Scaler. Y'all go to easyscaler.com and check this thing out, okay? Good stuff, good stuff. I think I'm going to be able to use it with fish in it pretty soon, so got somebody who wants me to go fishing with them, so we'll see.
Have you got water problems? Pump won't pump? Do you need answers and solutions, but you don't want the runaround and you want someone honest? Well, have no fear, folks. Do what I did. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan Dubose will take care of your problem.
Hello, folks. This is Water Dan. I work on submersible pumps, jet pumps, do repairs and upgrades, anything to do with an existing water well. I would appreciate it if you call.
Call the man, Water Dan. He'll take care of your water problems. 850-535-9308. 535-9308.
Folks, you know why people from Washington, Jackson, Holmes, Bay County, you know why they call Water Dan? Because Dan Dubose knows what he's doing. Y'all give him a call.
To my best friend, thank you for helping me catch all the big ones in my Rhino boat. Remember that big one that got away? That'd have been a world record. It ain't every day you find friends that still like to do things the old-fashioned way. Well, I've had some ups and downs in them 10-foot swells. Me and my QS, we kept on going. I remember my first Rhino 30 years ago, and all the motor service for 20 years before that. I sure do want to see that fancy hydroport steering thing. That brand new deck boat with that diving thing on top, boy, that show is pretty. Thank you, Joe's Motor Service. May we be best friends forever. Period.
If you're not looking for the best little place with the best raw and baked oysters, the best fresh fried mullet, big signature steamed shrimp, fantastic Holmes Creek pasta, plus Chef Freddie Whitfield's world famous gumbo, grits and shrimp, and his Southern Pride pulled pork, you don't need to go to Gunner's. But if your mouth is watering, beat feet to Gunner's Oyster Bar in Vernon, Florida. Be sure to start off with Gunner's local favorite appetizers. People drive from all over the tri-states to eat at Gunner's. And you guys out there, keep your eyes on the oysters.
Folks, this is Ron Axon, and all of us here at this Beach Bums Reunion, you've heard me talk about that on the show before. When we come to the reunion on the beach out here, it's twice a year in April and October, and every Friday, we do it for like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and every Friday from about 10 till 1 or 2, Ron has a blues segment that he does, and he asks questions and about different artists and songs and things like that, and he gives away a Beach Bum or T-shirt, kind of like we got on here, Beach Bum Blues, and he's been interested in this blues stuff for many, many, many years. And Ron, I appreciate you being with us.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
And you're from Birmingham, right?
That's correct.
Birmingham, Alabama.
I married a Panama City girl though, but I'm from Birmingham.
Well, you did good. Yeah. So, but I was noticing when Ron does his segment out here on the dance floor, every time I look at him, he's got a different cap on. And so I asked him the other day. I said, tell me a little bit about these caps that you wear. You've always got a different cap with a record label on it. And so he started telling me, and I said, man, we need to do something on that. So that's what we're doing today. So tell me a little bit about your background and how you got interested in the blues music, and just kind of take it from there, you know.
Well, when I was growing up in Birmingham, at the same time that I got old enough to come to hang out, I'd come with my mother and stepfather when they'd come down on vacation. The music that was played that we used to dance to, now, you know, there were several eras, you know, different age groups over the time. I started coming when I was 12, but the main part of the time when I was coming, when I was old enough to dance and so forth, was like 57 to 60. And the music was played here. We had a couple of stations in Birmingham that played the music as well. Joe Rumo on WVOK, and then there was a couple of black stations. One was a DJ named Shelly the Playboy. Shelly the Playboy, still alive. He is owner of one of the big advertising agencies in Birmingham. There's a big biography about him, but he would play the kind of music we liked, which was by black artists mainly, which was not played at that time in point on most other stations.
Hold that thought, and just to bring you up to speed on this thing, this music he's talking about, and this dance, which is called bop, Panama City bop, is some of them call it Birmingham bop because that's where it originated, I think.
Well, there's a dispute about that.
But it's a certain beat to this music, and that's the only beat that you can do this dance to, okay? And that's what he's talking about when he talked about these artists and this music. So go ahead, Ron.
That's correct. Yeah, the music has a certain beat that's actually the type of beat we like to dance to, and really it's the kind that is best to dance to for the type of dance called the bop. And so that's the reason why, you know, we still dance to that today at the Beach Bum reunion, and it's the type of music that I select certain types from back in the 40s all the way up to about 1965 that covers the style of the genre of music that we best like to dance to. And so during that time, not only did I play those songs, but I asked questions, and the questions vary from year to year. What's the title of the song? What's the label that recorded it? Who wrote the song? Some of the lyrics. And we have a lot of fun, and I generate every year limited edition Beach Bum Blues t-shirt, as Ron has on here. It has this is the 32nd anniversary of that.
Yeah, I had a stain on mine, Ron, so I got another shirt for you. I said thank you for this morning.
And on the back it has also Beach Bum Blues. And we give those away only for that period of time when you have the blues session on Friday 10 to 1. And we had a lot of fun. People get all mad if they don't win and get to fussing about it, but it's all in fun. And I give one of these away about every 15 minutes for the trivia questions. Now, I try to help them as well as trick them by having hats that has the various record labels on these hats. Now, the history of the hats, and there's t-shirts as well that has these labels on there. And
a lot of you will recognize some of these labels, like VJ Records and everything. Right. Some of you have no idea about it, but
right, and that's a t-shirt that has one of the record labels on it. Now, the way I come in contact with these is that in Birmingham we have the Birmingham Record Club, and every year we have a big show. It's for record collectors of all types of music. And we now are either the number one or number two record collectors show in the United States. Well, there's this gentleman by the name of Jay Monroe from New Jersey. Jay Monroe, his father was either founder of the Monroe Business Machine Company. And I'm not sure if they're still in business now, but they used to make business calculators and so forth. Well, he fell in love at an early age also with the blues. And he decided he wanted to go to school in the South. He went to school at the University of Georgia. And he traveled around through the South with these various record companies, like the Diamond Record Company that was in Jackson, Mississippi. And their label was the Trumpet Record. And there was many more in the South. There was Sun in Memphis and RPM and many other labels. And he would actually, after the blues and that type of music was not as popular, he would go to these companies, some of them that had actually was no longer in business, and he would buy just large quantities, almost a dime on the dollar of these records. Well, he started coming up with and he's a record collector himself, and so he comes to these shows, and he has these various, like hats with these record labels on them. And he has
Cobra?
That's Cobra. It's out of Chicago. VJ is out of Gary, Indiana, that I just showed here. And they're beautiful hats. Checker is out of Chicago. Was out of Chicago. Most of these labels are no longer intact. Chess is another one out of Chicago by the same people that had the Checker label. There was a movie, Cadillac Records, that talks about the Chess record label company and so forth. Very interesting company. So I'll put these hats on, and I may ask a question about, I'll play a song that was on the Fire label. Lightning Hopkins, Mojo Hand, he recorded on Fire. And I'll ask the question, can anyone name the label that this record was released? And sometime I'll have the correct label on the hat on, and sometime I won't. So I sort of have this trickery going. But it's all in fun. And the t-shirts as well. I don't wear the t-shirts during the show, I just can do the hats. But I wear the t-shirts throughout the type of throughout the event, for these 3-day event. Here's another one. This is Excello. This is, they recorded a lot of different songs. They recorded Swamp Blues. And the guy who started that studio in Crowley, Louisiana was J.D. Miller. And he recorded and wrote songs for a number of the songs we danced to, like King Bee, It's Mighty Crazy, and so forth. Y'all stay with us.
Well, I'm a king bee, buzzing around your eye.
Dow Morris at Easy Care Tree and Lawn Service says if you've got trees, bring them on.
No job is too big or too small for Easy Care Lawn and Tractor.
Just tell Dow where you want it and he'll put it on the ground, cut it up, and haul it off and leave the area nice and clean. Too many of these services come and go, but Easy Care Tree and Lawn Service will be here for you, the customer. Dow and Tabitha employ only the highly trained and qualified personnel to get the job done right. And hey, if you're in need of firewood at a reasonable price, Easy Care has quality oak and pecan. Give Dow and Tabitha a call today because they are looking out for you. 850-527-6291. From turkey hunting to deer hunting and everything in between, your best shot is King's.
King's Outdoors can take care of your hunting, fishing, and shooting needs year-round. We have an extensive selection of ammunition, including Remington, Federal, Winchester, and Hornady.
Ladies, if you need a firearm and have no idea where to start, Perry and his friendly, helpful staff will make you feel right at home.
Here at King's Outdoors, we have all major brands of handguns, shotguns, rifles, scopes, and accessories, including Browning, Beretta, Savage, Remington, and Marlin.
From deer rifles, shotguns, and handguns to fishing supplies for all fishermen and lady anglers, King's Outdoors stocks the best. Need prescriptions?
At King's, we've been meeting your prescription needs since 1977.
If you're headed to the beach, put King's on your stop and stock up before you get there. They're located right on Main Street. That's Highway 77 in Chipley, Florida, in front of the hospital. Just look for the big red canopy.
Here at King's, we'll work hard to earn your business and keep your business. Y'all come see us.
King's Discount Drugs and King's Outdoor. For the best down-home country cooking in this area, it's Angel's Buffet and Catering in Chipley, Florida. You see, when people leave, they always say, I'll be back. Once you bite into that country fried chicken, you just can't stand not to come back. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. till close. The biggest buffet is on Sunday, features 8 meats and 12 vegetables.
but they got a fantastic buffet all during the week. Hey, tell them Ron sent you. Across from Tractor Supply, Chipley, Florida, rated the #1 restaurant in Chipley by TripAdvisor. And that's big, folks.
Everything you said it was.
Whether you're in the business as a professional or just along for the ride, your friend needs the best care possible. Don't take your horse's hooves for granted. They need to be protected just like the rest of its body. Tom Norton is a craftsman, farrier, and blacksmith. Tom has dedicated his entire life to the love of horses and keeping them safe from harm and injury. Give Tom Norton a call at 850-890-7506. Tom will come to you. You'll be in good hands with Tom Norton. You don't put your feet into the hands of unqualified healthcare people, so treat your horses the same. Tom Norton, Farrier Blacksmith. Find Tom on Facebook at HT Blacksmith. I highly recommend Tom. Tell him Ron sent you.
Interesting thing about J.D. Miller is there was a song that he wrote that was probably, he made more money than any other song, and it was the answer to this, it was a country, a western song, The Wild Side of Life, and I can't recall who the artist was.
I know the song.
Yeah, but anyway, he wrote the retort to that song called "I Didn't Know God Made Honky Tonk Angels," and he recorded it by a local lady there. Her last name was Montgomery in Crowley, Louisiana, who was a parking lot attendant on his own label. He had about 6 labels himself, and he was licensing all the blues music to Excello in Nashville. So someone heard that record, and he was using the Acuff Rose copywriting agency there in Nashville for all his music. And they picked up that song and recorded, and Kitty Wells recorded it. She was unknown at that time. And that was a million seller for her. I didn't know God made honky tonk angels. Yeah. If you ever go to his museum in Crowley, on legal pad in pencil in a case is that song where he wrote it out in legal pad. Wow. So we deal with all that history, which gives us sort of a greater connection to the music, sort of knowing a little bit about the artist and a little bit about the people who recorded it and so forth.
You love it, don't you?
I really love it, and I start, like when I go home next week, I'll start listening to music. As I have time, I have other duties, of course, and I will begin to select songs and select questions to ask for the next year, which will be in April the next time. So I do love it, and I hope everyone else enjoys it as well, as I do.
I keep telling my wife that she's beginning to go along with me more and more every day as we watch the news and things on the news. I told her, I said, I guarantee you, the internet and the computer is going to be the downfall of this world.
Yes.
And every time we see a news story about some hacking and all, she'll look over at me and she said, "You don't have to say anything." But I noticed that people are starting, when you ask a question, they start to come up here with their iPhone. They've already looked it up on Google with the answer. And it's not fair. What you going to do,
Well, I said today we're going to have Gene and Bob and Phyllis to outlaw the iPhones during this event because it's an unfair advantage. Right. Years ago in doing this, and one of our groups gave me this hat, Blues Guide, with a monarch on it, because a lot of our music that we play has a monarch in it. That's one unique feature about it. And so I wear this not during when I start the event, and then I'll switch out with these other hats. And I make these two shirts myself, and I made the dark blues as a guide myself that I wear during the event myself. And then I have the Beach Bum Blues logo on the back. And these are all copyrighted, these logos. So we only are able to use them ourselves. And we obviously have to police the copyright, but I haven't seen anyone else use these logos except us. But
I want to throw this in before I forget about it. It just came to my mind. But if there's any of you folks out there, it's a private party that we have, and there's 200 or 300 members here. But it's a private party. But it is open. If you used to come to the hangout in the 40s and 50s and 60s, and bop at the hangout or jitterbug, whatever your dance was, and you remember those dance floors at the hangout with the jukeboxes and everything, and you were a regular to that, by all means, get a hold of
of that number on the screen there, and you're welcome to come. It's a fee, to come and everything. Not a whole lot, but it helps pay for some of the food and things that we have. But
got a brand new suit, a new pair of shoes. You can't lose no way to stop by you. Sally said, ride, Sally, ride. Oh, you want to ride, Sally, ride, Sally, ride.
Main Street Market in Chipley, Florida has been a supporter of Down Home in the Tri-States for many, many years, providing quality fruits, vegetables, and quality feed for all of your animals and livestock. Paul Davidson and his whole entire family have grown up in Washington County. Paul's mother and daddy have been farmers in this area for many, many, many years. And people around this area know that they're going to get the quality they expect from Main Street Market. When the very best quality matters for our families, for our livestock, and for our pets, we all look to Main Street Market, and you should do the same. Go see Paul Davidson and his friendly staff and family at Main Street Market on the corner of Highway 77 and Highway 90 in Chipley, Florida. Tell them old Ron sent you from Down Home in the Tri-States.
The best way to protect your stuff and keep it out of the elements is a quality, inexpensive, well-constructed pole barn kit from Surplus and Salvage of Chipley. Known for many years as the headquarters for pole barn kits, Surplus and Salvage of Chipley has got just about any size you need. Surplus and Salvage of Chipley has got them all the way up to the huge 32 by 60. Check them out. Tell them Ron sent you. They'll treat you right, and we certainly would appreciate it.
If you're not looking for the best little place with the best raw and baked oysters, the best fresh fried mullet, big signature steamed shrimp, fantastic Holmes Creek pasta, plus Chef Freddie Whitfield's world famous gumbo, grits and shrimp, and his Southern Pride pulled pork, you don't need to go to Gunner's. But if your mouth is watering, beat feet to Gunner's Oyster Bar in Vernon, Florida. Be sure to start off with Gunner's local favorite appetizers. People drive from all over the Tri-States to eat at Gunner's. And you guys out there, keep your eyes on the oysters.
This world is not my home. I'm just a passing through. There's a bar laid up somewhere beyond the blue. The angel beckoned me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I had no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angel beckoned me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I have a loving mother who's just over 40 now. Don't expect to stop until I shake her hand. She's waiting out for me in heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels echo me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Will. Sorry about that. Don't